The name of my project is voice command for file search. In this, I have to search for specific words within a text file. So yeah, after extracting this folder, you'll get this folder. In this, you can see training and the testing folders. In the training folder, we can see that like word search training. This project, this is used for training the system, training this voice command for file search. And in the testing folder, you can see these two folders again. In this project, like word search testing one, in this I've done testing on the recorded files. In this folder, word search live testing, this project, it's used for live testing. So, and yeah, this is how it is. I've trained this voice command for file search system on 5 words, that is data, job, risk, law, and time. For these 5 words, there are like 30 training files and the 10 testing files for each of these words. So let's open this Microsoft Visual Studio 2010, which is used for implementing this project. Click on Open Project and go to the folder where you have extracted this. Uh, Okay, you go to the folder where you have extracted this zip file and click on this. So you can for the training, let's do the training first. Go to the training and click on this and go to the word search training and again go to the word search training, and you can see this file word search training .vcx proj. Click on it and open it. So the source code, it will be open. So before building that, make sure you have these files. I'll make you see it. So yeah, before building it, make sure you have this model text file and also this English folder where you have all the training files of each word, and go to the text. You can see these are the training files, 150 training files, 30 training files for each word. You can see this like E0, this E0, E0. These are the training files for the word data, and this E1, those training files are for the job, and E2, those are for the risk, and E3, those are for the law, and E4, those are for the time. This is how it's done. So those are the training files, 30 training files for each. So make sure you can see this English folder and also this model. So let's build this project. Click on build solution and click on debug, then start without debugging, and it will start training. Capsule coefficients for the word 0, 1 to 4 will be written. I'll explain the process after I execute this. So after the end of it, the average model for each of the word will be written to the average models folder. There it is. Yeah, here it will be written. So, and also the code vectors, this text file also will be generated, which we have to move this to the testing folders. And then I'm not gonna move those folders again. folders and text file again to this, because I've already done before. I've mentioned that in the README file about how to about what are the files that we have to move it. So those are like basically averaged models. We have to move that folder to this folder, and also the code vectors to both of these folders, word search testing 1 and word search lab testing. So yeah, after we are done with this, you have to open this project for testing. Open this testing, and this word search testing one, this is used for the recorded files, like testing for in the recorded files, like files as I've recorded 40, as I've done 40 recordings for each of the words, like 30 are used for the training and the last 10 or use it for the testing. And we're going to use that like 31 to 40 for this testing, and then we'll go for the live recording. Open this and click on this. Yeah, these are now, make sure, like as I've said earlier, code vectors and this average models are in this, and also testing files has to be in this in the testing files folders, as we are testing on the like recorded files. We have 10 files for each word, 10 testing files for each word. Then build it and start without debugging. As you can see, we are doing testing on these files. So for each word, it's recognizing the word correctly for each of the testing files. So we are getting 100% accuracy in this. So let's do for the live testing. Let's see. In the testing folder, you have this project, word search live testing. So before building this, make sure you have this code vectors and this average model folder in this directory. And also make sure that this is a text file we're gonna use on which we search the words. We're gonna search those 5 trained words in this file. Like after running it, it has to show where the on which line that particular word is in, and also the column. If the word repeats, it has to show all those like the line number and the column number. I'll show it right now. So open the Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 and open the project and go to the folder where you have extracted it. Go in the testing and go to word search live testing. Okay, I'll make sure I'm in the correct directory. Yeah, speech testing, word search live testing. So this is it for the live testing. Let's build it. And after building it, just do the debugging. Click on start without debugging. As you can see in this, it will ask you to enter the device number for the recording. As device 0 is my like input device for recording, which is my microphone, so I'll enter 0. Then it asks us to, like, there are 2 options in it. Either we have to search for a word or exit. If you click on search for a word, it will ask you to say the word in which you want to recognize it and to search on, and it will record for 3 seconds and we will search in that text file. So let's record. So you have to search in these 5 words. You have to do the search in this. Yeah, these 5 words which I've trained, data, job, risk, la, time. You have to search within these words. Let's search for the data first. Data. So yeah, as you can see, it recognized the word data correctly, and it says font data at line 6, column 303, and it will also give you the sentence like which contains like 5 words from where it starts, like how it's appearing in the text file. Data detects patterns and make accurate data that AI systems can analyze. Data to identify suspicious activities. This is one word. Let's test for the other word. Let's do it for the risk. Yeah, let's do that. Risk. Yeah, it has also detected the recognized the word risk correctly, and also given these like the line and the column number where it starts. You can see that risk management and the customer service machine. Yeah, let's do for the other word. Uh, Job. Okay, let's try it again. Job. Job. Yeah, it's detected correctly now. Let's do it for the time. Time. Let's try it. Time. Time. Yeah, it's detected correctly, and you can see the line number and the column number where it starts. Let's do it for the law. La. Yeah, it has detected correctly. Let's do it for the data again. Data. No, no. Data. Yeah, now let's do it for the risk. Let's do it for the job. Job. Yeah, yeah, it has detected. This is how it first first it recognizes this, and it will show you the line and column number where it appears. So this is it. Let me explain the process of how we are doing this. So in the word search training, for each word, like we'll have like 30 training files for each word and 10 testing files. In the training phase, we'll use those 30 training files of each word, which will be like 30 into 5. As we are using 5 words, we'll have 30 into 5, 150 training files, and for those files, like for each file, I will generate the capsule coefficients, and after generating it, like for each file we'll have 150 frames, as 3 seconds is of 150 frames. We'll have 150 frames of capsule coefficients, and for that we'll generate all those like all the capsule coefficients for all of the files, all of the 150 files. So in the universe we'll store them, and we'll get it like 22,500. I'll show you. These are the capsule coefficients for each of the digit, and this universe, where it is, yeah, this universe contains the capsule coefficients of all the files. Those are 22,500 frames of capsule coefficients. Will have this, and we use this in the LBJ algorithm to generate the code vectors. We have will generate like 32 code vectors. Oh, that's a code book. So after generating the code book, what we do is uh, like will first first we also, like, as I've generated the universe file of all the files, I also maintain the separate like capsule coefficients of that word separately. So this universe underscore zero contains the capsule coefficients of the first word. Those will be like for the first word, like it will be like 150 into 30. We'll have those like like rows of it. Those are the vectors. So for the zero file, as for the like for each word, as we have 30 training files, by using these code vectors which we have generated, will those code vectors are 32. So we'll find the observation sequence of it. I mean, using Tokara distance, we'll find out the nearest code vector in the code book, and we'll use that to generate the observation sequence for each of the training files. So if we do that, like for each file we'll have one observation sequence, and for the 30 files we'll have 30 observation sequences. This model has to be there, like using those 30 observation sequences of each word. We'll re-estimate this model using HMM problem 3. So like this we do for all the 5 words, and we'll get 30 models. After re-estimating it, we'll get 30 models, and we'll take the average of it. So average of all those 30 models. So for each digit we'll have one averaged model. So we'll store that into this averaged models. So this is the average model, which contains A, B, and pi matrices. A, B matrices and pi vector. So now we have these average models, and also the code vectors. So we have to, as we have done with the training, we have to move this code vectors and the average to the testing files. We have done that before to the testing folder, as we have done that earlier. So using this, what do we do now? In the testing phase, let me tell you, for the live testing, in the testing phase, we'll record the voice for 3 seconds, which will have like 150 frames in it. So for those 150, like for that 150 frames, we'll generate the capsule coefficients. So we'll have like 150 rows of capsule coefficients, and using that, like 150 rows, like 150 vectors, using the code book which we have earlier, we'll generate the observation sequence for it. And using that observation sequence, like as we have already have like average models, like 5 average models, I'll show you. So you can see these are the average 5 models. So using this average 5 models and that observation sequence we got from the recording, using HMM problem 1, will generate like the probability of the observation sequence given the model. We'll do that, and for each of the model we'll get the corresponding probability, and whichever the probability is higher will recognize that corresponding model word. So that's how we do the process. So yeah, that's it. The name of my project is voice command for file search. In this I have to search for specific words within a text file. So yeah, after extracting this folder, you'll get this folder. In this you can see training and the testing folders. In the training folder, we can see that like word search training. This project, this is used for training the system, training this voice command for file search. And in the testing folder you can see these 2 folders again. In this project, like word search testing 1, in this I've done testing on the recorded files. In this folder, word search live testing, this project, it's used for live testing. So, and Yeah, this is how it is. I've trained this voice command for voice search system on 5 words. That is data, job, risk, law, and time. For these 5 words, there are like 30 training files and the 10 testing files for each of these word. So let's open this Microsoft Visual Studio 2010, which is used for implementing this project. So click on Open Project and go to the folder where you have extracted this. Uh, Okay, you go to the folder where you have extracted this zip file and click on this. So you can for the training, let's do the training first. Go to the training and click on this and go to the word search.